question, you will learn how to input three numbers and output the greater number. Okay, we will use Python code and let's see how it works. First of all, we will input as given in the question three numbers. For these three numbers, we can use three different variables. Okay, it's up to you what name you give to these variables depending upon the rules used for the variable naming. So I'm just giving them simple name just for learning. The first number is being input in X, int input, and then we will write some statement for the user, enter number. Okay, so the first number will be entered by the user and that number will be stored in X. And in the same way, we can take another variable and then input another number in this second variable. Okay, and in the same way, the third number can be input in third variable. After inputting these three numbers, the first number is in X, the second number in Y, and the third number in Z. We will use if statement because we are going to decide which number is greater out of these three numbers. So for the Cn, we use if statement. Okay, if X is greater than Y and at the same time X is greater than Z, then print first number is greater. This is the statement for the user. Remember, you can change it according to your own ease. You can write anything, but that should be relevant to the output. If this first condition is not true, then check the second one. We will start it with elif. The same way we'll check if y is greater than the other two number, like y is greater than x and y is also greater than z, then what should be printed? It should write like second number is greater. Okay, in the same way we will check for the third one. If z is greater than x and z is greater than y, then print third number is greater. Okay, so let's run this program and see whether it is running according to our expectations. So for the very first time, you will be asked to save this program. Okay, let's save this program, and by default it will save in the Python folder. You can name it anywhere, you can name it anything, and you can save it anywhere in your computer. Creator from 3. So whatever name you like, you can save it so that you can later on access to your program. Now this program is running. I'm just taking on one side. Now it is asking, the first line is running, enter number. So the user will enter a certain number. Here I'm just entering 5, and then it says enter the second number. Now it's up to you, whatever number you enter. I'm entering 9, and then it says to enter third number. I'm entering 3. So clearly I can see that 9 is greater, and now when I press enter, it will say second number is greater. And of course you can see from the output second number is 9 and which is greater. So we can also make few changes in the program. So sometime you want to see the output in a different way. So let me make some changes. enter, you can write enter first number, okay, just for the user's guideline, so that user has a clear idea what to do when the program is running. This is basically the guideline for the user. Enter third number, okay, and then here instead of writing first number is greater, that should display the actual number, okay. So we will use its variable, and the variable is x, since the first number was stored in x. So if this condition is true, then write that number, whatever number the user will enter at that time, and this statement will be written with that number, okay. And in the same way we can make it look more professional, so you can write y, instead of y x number is greater, you can write, let's say the number was 9, it should display like 9 is greater. So I'm just skipping the additional word written here, and in the same way I can make changes for the third number as well. If this condition is true, it will display this one. Now let's run this program and see. Okay, it will look like more professional. Now it is asking enter first number, but previously it was simply asking number, okay, because I have made changes in the first line. Now it asks you to enter first number. Let's say, okay, now it is clearly asking the user to enter second number. That becomes easier for the user to understand what to enter. Enter third number. I'm entering 3. Now you can clearly see that the 6 is greater. Now if I press enter, let's see what it says. Yes, it says 6 is greater. Now this looks more professional. Okay, now you can run this code many times to check whether it is giving correct answer for all the numbers. Let's say now I enter the first number, the greater from the other two. Okay, now it clearly says it is greater. So this is how this program runs. Okay, thank you.